Hello everyone and welcome back to mapping tutorial number 2. Country ball time. So I'm going to make country balls of different sizes and you want to know how to make country balls. Now, I'm going to teach you a little thing first. If you use a circle tool, it's not that bad, honestly. Who gives a shit if you use the circle tool? It's not that bad. You can use it if you want. People always complain about it, but honestly, just ignore them. It's better that way. Anyways, so first of all, let's say you grab a canvas. You probably want it to be at least 500 or maybe 1,000 if you really want it, so that when you make it smaller, it doesn't lose all its pixel qualities. I use this one currently, which is 488 by 440. It's a pretty good size. It's not that bad, and it looks pretty good. You do want to make kinda small. 500 is probably the best size. So first you want to take the background one. You can change it if you want. You can just make a new and just erase it. So you can get this checkered one. When you get this checkered one, it means that it's going to be invisible. So if you would upload this image, it would be nothing at all, which is pretty simple. Okay. Now let's talk about you'll probably need multiple layers. If you want to make a circle. Now, I can't make circles. I really suck. It took me a long time to make this one. So I'm just going to use this basis to show you how to do things. And I'm just going to pretend these don't exist at the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to make the shadow bottoms and the shadow on the middle part. So it looks pretty good. So the shadow bottom is pretty easy to do. I'm going to get a new full layer to show you how to do it. You want to choose the circle one with a shape draw fill mode. Now, of course, this will look different depending on how you do it, but it's pretty easy to do. You take the pretty half opacity black one, and you just want to do a little shape like this. Now, of course, you can see in the back, but the back later won't really matter because if I take you an example, if you just fill it with white, you won't see the shadow in the back. So it's not really important if it does that. Now you may want to make it smaller, and if you want to make it smaller, you can just select it, of course. Of course I didn't select it that time. You can just select it like this, and you can change it however you want. And never make it on the same layer. I can't stress this enough. If you make it on the same layer as the circle, then it'll move together, and you don't want that to happen. You want to move every piece separate at least. Now I'm going to show you how to do the shadow. The shadow has to be above the circle for sure, so that it looks more proper. Now you can just select the whole circle on the other layer and then come to this layer. Now what happens is that it'll only choose in this particular section, and that's good because you don't want to choose the whole thing. I would use something like 150 or 125 around that time. You don't want it too big, or you don't want it too small, for sure. And I'll show you how to do it. So first, you want to choose again the same opacity one, 128 or lower if you want. Then you want to move the hardness to 26 at least to make it a bit more transparent, and you want to put anti-aliasing disabled or enabled, I should say. Yeah, enabled. So I'm just gonna choose a bit bigger. That's too big. A 200 should be good enough. And then you can do this. That makes a beautiful shadow. Of course, you probably want to practice this multiple times. You can do it like this, or you can do the easy one like this. And the further on you go, you can change the shadow a bit, depending on how it looks. Now this looks pretty good, honestly. It doesn't look that bad. And if you want to make it darker, you just keep on putting it, and it'll make it darker like that, which looks, I think, pretty good. Now the eyes. The eyes, what I've done is you can do this, but you want to choose around the same quality as the eyes. Now I'm gonna deselect for some reason, and you want to use white. Now you can make them yourself using the circle. Why is it not working? Because my filter is enabled. You want to use the eyes. Maybe make them like this. If you want, you can make them a bit more roundish. It might take more time, but it could be pretty good. You can use the circle tool again. I don't think anybody really cares, honestly. It's up to you. it's just I don't know. I guess it's your prerogative. I use circle tool because it makes the eyes look a lot cleaner. You can use whatever you want. Honestly, it's up to you. It's up to you again. Like I said multiple times. Anyways, let's get on to making country balls. I'm gonna try to make 3 to show you how it's done. So now, where do you want to go to get your flags? You can go on Flagpedia. It's a pretty good one. It gives you the most current up-to-date flags, and mostly it depends on what the region is, because they have to update their flags each time something happens. So, example, Flagpedia, Flags of the World. You can choose any of these. I'm gonna make the United States. I'm gonna also make Canada. And I'm not sure which other one to make, because I've already shown how to do Spain, and I guess I've already shown you how to make the UK. I guess I'll show you how to make Germany. Now, why I'm choosing these 3 is very simple. These are lines on the side, these are lined horizontally, and these are lined, and this is a more chaotic one that you don't really know how to make. So I'm going to show you how to make them. Now you want to just copy the flag, and then you want to open a folder. It'll usually get to the folder to the size, and boom, you got it right here. Now why you want to do this is you want to match the colors that they have. So to make sure that everything goes properly. You don't want to get different colors. It might hurt a little bit. And you want to get the Germany flag. So we're going to start with the USA, probably the hardest one. It's hard not because of what you. It's hard because of different. It's hard because of different reasons. It's hard because you got this like the blue shit on the side, which can be harder to make. But it can be quite difficult. But I'm gonna show you how to make it pretty simply. So first of all, you want to just fill it with red. Now, why I fill it with red is very simple. Because we're gonna add in white to make it look like it's a flag shape. Example, like this. As you can see, it's curved where it's supposed to be curved. Now, of course, this part we won't see it because of all the darkness I put. But this is what you want to do. But you always want to keep the same size of lines when you do this. So you want to make sure that you got this under control. And you also want to count the number of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to make 5 on the bottom, and after you fade 5, you want to change it to something else. Now, you can do it yourself, like I said multiple times. This is 60. 60 is way too big, so we're going to shorten it down. 20 is always too big. 10 is too big. Probably because the outside is red. Like an idiot. I'm an idiot doing that. So, you can either do the shape just normal. You can either do the shape draw fill mode, or you can do the draw filled shape, which does, when you do that, it just does a big circle. I use this one mostly. Now, to make sure they're the same shape, you want to do this multiple times. You don't want to just take it willy-nilly, but you don't want to take ever the bottom one. You want to do this, and you see here it's way too curved. You don't want to make it that curved. You want to make it a bit more on the side so it looks more natural, but it looks pretty good, you know? So now I'm just going to recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, okay? 6, and the last one is a white one. So, here's another white one. You want to extend it again. Don't make it 2. Of course, the other one was a bit more curved, so you want to make it at least the same bit. It might take a lot of time to make this. I'm just going to make a basic one just so that you guys can know how to make it. And then we add another red one. Okay, come on. Oof, that's a problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, if you don't get it the first time, just Control Z. Cancels everything you've done that is a mess up. And you might make a lot of mess ups, it's normal. And here's your last white one. Now this doesn't look perfect, and that's normal. I've taken a lot more time to make my other one, but this is just a simple tutorial to show you how. Now, it's time to show you how to make that blue part. That's always a bit of a problem, you know? So first of all, we gotta color the... But you have to remember this is a circle, so you want to make these lines, right? Don't make them too big. Make them at least, I don't know, like 9 should be good. Yeah, 9 should be good. And you want to curve them a bit, because this is a circle. This isn't a straight line, so you want to curve them a bit, so it makes it look like it's on the side. It's not completely done. And you maybe want to shorten them a bit, you know, just don't make them too big. And then you want to go this on this one, and of course you want to curve it again, because it's, again, it's not a square. And you want to fill it with color. Oh, I did a little mess up here, that's fine, just color it back in. And there you go. Now, why this is a good thing is because it's kind of a circle. It looks more like a circle this way, don't you agree? And with this, that can make it that you that can make it look more professional. So, yeah, so you can make it bigger. I've made it pretty small. Again, this is just a tutorial. It's not it wouldn't be the finished product. Like I said, my other USA looks a bit better. Let's go get it out. As you can see, it looks way better. The blue is a bit bigger, but the color is different than the one that I used for this other one. But it looks way better than what it actually is. Some of the lines may look a bit different. That's normal. That's expected. Now, the next part, again, you can use lines. That's a bit better. But now you want to measure this line. What is the color of this line? So, what we're going to do to make the lines look better, we're going to use a bit, it's just deduction, and we're going to use a different color, of course, so we can tell. As you can see, this is way too small, so we'll go around 60. I think that was around the same. That's a bit too big. You want to test it so it looks the same, but when you get higher, it looks a bit, there you go, 35 looks about the same size. Now you want to change it, because this is the white part, and then you want to add a red part. It's easier to do it with lines, probably, so if you want to use lines, you can use lines. It doesn't matter. If you want to do it drawingly, that's fine as well. Now, we don't need to put another white, because we use a line, which is simpler. Now, this isn't the perfect one, of course. Looks a bit more, shady, I guess you could say. But, it should be fine. There's no problem in doing it like this. If you want to do it like this and people shame you, just don't do anything bad. And then it can look better. Of course, this one should be lowered, probably. And you can do that. You can take it and just lower it a bit. You'll make a little bit of darkness in the back, but just put some white over it. Easy peasy. Now, it doesn't look perfect, and that's, of course, for sure, it never looks perfect. But now we're going to do up the glasses. I didn't put the stars in yet, because the stars, you can probably do that pretty easily, honestly. You can either take it from here, or just do something else. These are the more accurate colors, these are less accurate colors, so I might change this USA later on. We'll see how it goes. Probably change this USA to make a more perfect one, but I made it a little bit brighter colors to make it look a bit better. Anyways, to make the glasses, it's pretty simple. So you want to take the line width, or you can just do it like you want. Just do it like this. Now this one is way too small, and the hardness you want to go back to 75 or 100, depending on what you use. And anti-aliasing disable. So you want to do a pretty easy. Oh god, okay. I'm messing this up. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Do a line like this. Then you want to do glasses like this. Another line. Like this, and then you want to fill them in, I guess. Now this looks pretty bad, and that's of course, sure. You probably want to make them bigger. These look really bad, of course. But I guess this is kind of my USA tutorial. Now we're going to go back. I'm just going to Control Z all of the changes I've made to the ball to show you country balls that I'm more comfortable with. These ones are always hard to do, and that makes sense because they've got some changes. They have more than just like lines and stuff, so they're hard to do. I'm going to do Canada this time. Canada's pretty easy to do. Now, if somebody shames you for doing what I'm about to do, just don't listen to them. It's pretty easy. So Canada, pretty easy. Just bloop, some right in there. And of course, if people shame you for doing this, then I guess you could listen to them. I guess, but you want to do it like this. It's easy, it's efficient, and it looks great. It looks like a circle, you know? And then this part again, some people do shame you, but I mean a ton of mappers that have done this, that I've talked to, they're just like, yeah, it's hard to create a whole flag and it looks disgusting, so just do this. It looks way better, honestly. I'm probably going to get shamed in the comments anyways for doing this, but doesn't matter. Control V, right in the middle. And budding with noon. It looks like a perfect cannonball. And then you can do the eyes later on, depending on if you want to or not. I'm gonna save this one actually, but not with this shadow, because I just want to use my normal shadow when I do. Again, you might want to save this, I guess. And again, my colors look different because sometimes, like, because I use a different website. I used on my first one I used okay, I used Wikipedia on the first one, so that's probably what's different. Flagpedia is probably more up to date, or maybe it's the opposite. I don't know. I'm just gonna save this without any eyes, and I think I'm good. Now the shadow looks different, that's for sure. But now Germany, or flags that have lines like this. So I showed you how to make lines that are horizontal, vertical. Now I'm going to show you how to do horizontal. It's pretty simple. Again, it's not that bad. Circle, boom, like this, and then you want to shape it yellow because this is the bottom color. This is the bottom color, so you want to do this. Now for this, you want to use the ellipse tool again, the shape draw fill mode, and you just want to fill it up with red, like this. And you want to make it a bit more curved, maybe, or something like that. You want to do it like that so that it looks curved, because it is a ball, it is a circle. So, now that looks a bit. Oh shit, that was an error I made. I want to up this. Oh god, not doing too good. I'm just gonna go back. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Make it a bit like that, or not. Honestly, it's how you look at it. And then you want to choose the black part, and the black part is going to fill the top of the screen. And there you go, you got your Germany. Now of course the black seems a bit too small, just up it up a bit more. But you always want the middle to be the biggest part, since it's the middle part, let's be honest. And you want to darken it dark. Now you can put the black first, but that might be a problem, because if you select the black, you select the whole outside, and you don't want to color the outside for sure. So when you have a black country ball, try to make the black part the last part you put in, because then it'll make it harder for you to do anything else after that. And I've had that problem multiple times. The eyes are pretty easy to do. I haven't shown you the eyes yet because I wanted to keep that for the last part of this place. So you can use the circle again. Why isn't it showing? Why isn't it showing? Oh, because I just no. Am I dumb? Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. The lasers wasn't shown. Okay, so you want to make this like this. You want to click Shift to make it circle. You can make it circle if you want. Again, up to you. And let's say you want to make him serious. You want to make him serious. So first of all, you want to make the other eye probably the same size. There you go. And you want to make him serious. So serious is mostly you want to make him look in the middle right here. You can do this. Dot dot. And you want to erase the top part. Easy. You want to erase this part. This part. And you want to erase the middle part right there. see it, but it's perfect. And there you go. You got eyes. Easy. And then, depending on how you do them, you want to change them. Shapes, size, different like that. I think this Germany actually looks pretty good. Don't you think? It looks like he's very annoyed with the person that is on his left, which is usually Poland. That's my key. When I put them on the map, I want to say, who are they looking at, and why are they happy, sad, angry, or something like that. So that's what happens. You know, the Balkans hate each other, so you want to make them maybe look angry at each other, or just like this, like just done with this shit. Stuff like that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where I learn how to do a bit more advanced mapping tips. See you all.